Hello, friends. How are you? I'm Christy Darty. If you haven't met me before, welcome to my social media. You may be watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, who knows? But I am very thankful that you are interested in what I do. I teach hand lettering and doodling on paper and the iPad. And every Monday at noon Central, we do Devos and Doodles. And that's what we're doing right now. And so I start off with a little devotion. Well, we chat for just a second, kind of talk about what we've done. Y'all tell me where you're from. If you're watching replay or not, tell me where you're from. Mimi's from Phoenix. And then we'll get into a short devotional, and then we'll do a doodle. And this template, the template that I post every week is actually what we do in my iPad lettering tribe. So I like to put it up as like inspiration of what you could do with the scripture that we're doing this week. And this week is teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Psalm 90:12. And so we'll go into a little bit more, we'll do our little devotion about that. But hello, everybody. Hi, KB. She's from Canada. And Cindy's from Fort Worth. Hi, Darlene. She's from down the road. Not really, literally, but, not very far, 20, 30 minutes. Sue is from Michigan. Annie's from Rhode Island. I love it. I'm going to Rhode Island for my first time coming up pretty soon. And was that you that I talked to you about that? Because I sent you a private Facebook message. Was that you? Remind me. Gina, good morning. Andrea is from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. How far are you from Niagara Falls? I have no idea. That probably sounds very ignorant. I want to go there one day too. Yes, it is. Okay. Did you get my message on Facebook? I wanted to ask you some questions about my upcoming trip. We have a cruise coming up. If you haven't heard of it, it's a crafters cruise. And so, we actually have made a couple spots available for it, but we have about 70 women coming, and it's Debbie, would you mind putting up that graphic if it's still available? Or the date for it. But we are so excited because we get to do craft on we get to craft on a ship, go on a trip. 7 hours, Andrea. That's pretty far. Thank you, Anne. And so, it's October 2nd through 9th. And it's to New England and Canada. So some of you on here, maybe we'll be close to you. I don't know. But I'd love to meet someone if you're in that area. It'd be so fun. Yeah, I don't know. It might be hard to make it work, but it would be fun to try. Sue wants to go to Niagara Falls too. Yes. It's just, I saw people on a boat and I'm like, wait a minute, what? How do you be on a boat around there? Just sounded intriguing. There's Brittany. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Donna. Donna has hand surgery, so she's enjoying this class today. You're going to be in a soft cast for 6 weeks. Is it your dominant hand? Many prayers for you, and also prayers for Sheila Crenshaw. Some health stuff going on, so absolutely. It's your second time, Andrea. Yay! Okay, let's get started. If you want to pass this on to someone who might be interested, you can hit that SHARE button, the sprinkle button. Facebook doesn't like for us to talk about that word. Anyway, I don't know why, because they have it as an option. But so anyway, I'd love for you to share this with someone who could benefit from it. Maybe Melinda's from Oregon. Hello, you're new. Welcome. Extra special welcome to you. Y'all say hello to Melinda. We want to invite you into our community. There's Patricia. Okay, so here we go. I am going to get my phone out because that's where we do our devotion, and you're invited to join with us. You can join we have a link up above, I'm assuming. Miss Debbie's behind the scenes, and she takes care of all that good stuff. And so, yes, the link is there. And you just click on it, and then it will take you to, hang on, I can't think and do something at the same time. Hold on. There we go. I haven't got my camera set up real good yet. Okay, so what we do is we go to the Holy Bible app, which is by YouVersion. Okay. Thank y'all for being here today. So Bible, I already have it on my phone, obviously. It looks like this. and it usually pops up and says YouVersion. But you can use this app every day to do a devotional. There's always a little video. It's really great. I love this. But um we do our why is it not going to the how do I get back to the main menu? If they change anything, it's like, what happened? There it is. Plans, my plans. Okay. So my plans, we're doing passion for purpose. So you can just type that in. There's a search bar and make sure the little graphic looks like this. Some of the studies are actually named the same thing. And so you just got to make sure you're doing the same one as we are. And so the link will let you join our little group. Okay. We're on the 7th week. Are we on the 7th week? But we should be. No, wait. I think so. Help me. We did relationships last week. The 7th is, schedule, essential number 6, a balanced schedule. Now, did anybody lose their breath when I read that? Because I did. A balanced schedule. What is that? Does anybody have that down? Not I. And that is why with the graphic this week, I wanted to draw like a little planner, because you can draw your own planner and have fun doing that and actually plan out your life. But, might just say whatever God says, whatever God says, whatever God says. Okay, let's get to it. Do you talk with God about your schedule, or do you hurl yourself into an almost frantic routine each day? Do you rush from place to place and chore to chore, thinking that in all your busyness, you're accomplishing real work or establishing real relationships? The truth is, a balanced schedule is structured according to the purpose that God has established for your life. Sometimes, okay, this is a side note. Sometimes God has this little appointment. I call it a God appointment. You may too, where, you don't have a plan to have a conversation with someone that you run into at the hall at church, but then God just gives you that little appointment, pulls you all to the side, and then all of a sudden you're, spending time with that person for a few minutes so they can be heard and you can pray with them. And God appointment. It may be Starbucks that happens in. I love those moments. And looking to Jesus as our example, he controlled his schedule according to the Father's plan. His schedule did not rule him. Furthermore, Christ approached his schedule in 3 ways that are particularly relevant to us today. Number 1, Jesus never attempted to justify his schedule or make excuses for any of it. He didn't say, as many people do today, I just need to get away, or please forgive me, but I just don't have time. Jesus lived his entire life without relying on the approval of other people. He sought only to please his heavenly Father and do what God told him to do. It's from John 5:19. Jesus was never hurried or flustered when it came to his schedule. He didn't rush from place to place. In fact, for purposes that were a mystery to his close followers, he willfully waited in Jericho even after he received the news that Lazarus was very ill. That's from John 11:6. We know in retrospect that he did that for the wonderful purpose of raising Lazarus from the dead. John 11:43 and 44. But at the time, Jesus' disciples certainly didn't understand his apparent laid-back approach to the situation. Jesus didn't find his schedule to be stressful. He did the things that were important and let the unimportant things go by. If, like me, at times you feel your schedule has gotten completely out of balance, take some time to gain control by reflecting upon and evaluating how and where you've been spending your time. Begin by asking the following questions. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Think about your time. I even think it the opposite way, that this is busy, busy, busy. But I can sit and just not know what to do because I'm overwhelmed. I just don't want to do anything because I can't do everything that I feel like I need to get done. So I'm the opposite of, I can be busy, busy, don't get me wrong. But there's times too where I'm like, I need a plan. I need structure, because I can't wrap my brain around all the things I need to get done. Which of these things is absolutely vital to my fulfilling my potential and purpose? Doing what God's created me to do, to be and do. What do I really need to do? What do I need to let others do? And what doesn't need to be done at all? Some answers to these questions may be difficult. And you may need to make tough choices about your time, work, and current relationships. But there's no doubt or changes you can make that will minimize stress, streamline your day, and help you get more out of every hour you've gifted. Ask the Father to reveal these changes to you. Once you're aware of them, act on them. Then pray frequently and regularly for the Lord to help you remain flexible and to be wise in the way you spend your life. Psalm 90:12, and that's what we're going to do today. Here is John 5:19. Jesus gave them this answer. Very truly, I tell you, the Son can do nothing by himself. He can do only what he sees his Father doing, because whatever the Father does, the Son does also. John 11:6. So when he heard that Lazarus was sick, he stayed where he was 2 more days. Imagine the panic and everybody around him was like, how can you got to do this. You got to take care of this. But he knew God's timing. John 11:43. When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out. The dead man came out. His hands and feet were wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, take off the grave clothes and let him go. And last, Psalm 90:12, a prayer of Moses, the man of God, teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Okay, what is God saying to you today? What is it that you can get from this study? Again, I was mentioning how that, and the story that I said, the God appointment was, and I'm just opening this for now. What actually happened to me, and it's happened in both ways. Like, I needed someone to stop and pray with me. I needed someone to stop and hear my hurts. And if that person wouldn't have been there, I wouldn't have had the hope. And thank you, Stephanie, for sharing that the hope and the peace, knowing that someone was praying for me. And there is something I say a lot too, is one thing that I've always had a hard time with until, I don't know, 5 years ago, was praying with people. That was so awkward and weird, and I didn't know what to say. Growing up, I was raised, Christian and in a wonderful family, but it wasn't like we just randomly prayed. It was, we prayed at meals, and I think that's very common in families. But so to stop and pray with someone was really awkward. But I prayed, Lord, I know my words aren't eloquent. Just give me the words to say, because I can't do it myself, right? And so I've had both instances where someone needed my prayer right then and there, and I needed theirs. And it was by their example that made me feel like it was okay, right? So I want to talk about, this is our second year, and I sometimes love to bring this up, but it's our second year of Devos and Doodles. So if you have not been a part of it, please join us. It's such a great weekly reminder and focus on getting your week started off right. And I always say this too. Y'all are my purpose for Mondays and the weekend, because the weekend I design. I love designing our template and whatever we're going to come up with for the day. And it is just so fun. So I wanted to start off with, this is the very first Devos and Doodles we did. Very first one. That was March 11th, 2020. And I wish I would have been writing the dates all along. I think that's our first one. Pretty sure it is. Okay. It's really evolved and changed. Okay. And so here's our second one. And then this one is getting a little bit more like artsy, and, I don't know what I used on that, but I like it. Okay. And so we did a lot of lettering techniques here, and you can see the shadowing. See how that gray line really makes a difference. If you're interested in learning more of this kind of stuff, this is what we would do in my lettering tribe, which opens August 22nd. We need to make a little graphic for that, Miss Deba. Look at this technique. This is called, what do you call that? Somebody say it in the comments. Oh, ombre. This is ombre here, where you blend the two colors. It's so fun. I love it so much. Let's see. That one's not my favorite, but I still did it, and I still have it, right? when we do things that we don't love, there's still a process. You still learn from it. And it's about the scripture, right? It's about focusing and meditating on God's word, right? Thank you, darling. She loves the tribe. We love you too. Darlene's been in the tribe forever. How do you join on August 22nd? Miss Debbie, maybe you could put a link in there for the wait list, and then we'll send you a link. I love that name, Mercy. Okay, this one again, we did some blending here. See those two colors right there? Doodling, blending, all the things. And this one, more blending technique. So I want to get back to doing a lot of these styles lettering too. And but look how we've evolved. So here is, that's my first book. That's my first one. That was, I guess that you could call, well, I don't know what year. I don't know what year I ended in it. Why don't I write these things down? I don't know. But I love looking back at them, and I know you will too. Okay, and here is the current one. Let me make myself smaller so we can see to do our sketching. So every Monday we do a sketch, and everybody is invited to do this, the devotional and the sketch. I love it, love it, love it that everybody's here for that. And then we go into my private group, and then we do all the artwork and techniques and lettering styles and all that. So this is the one I've been working on for, I believe I started this in 2022. I'm pretty sure. But see how it's evolved? It's just a lot more artistic. I hope you like that. So, all right. Here's where I'm going to start today. I'm trying to pick pages. Like my other book, it only had, I only did one side. And it was kind of because of the paper I used. Plus I was a little bit scared. But on this one, I'm doing double sides. Okay. So I'm doing the back and the front. And when you do that, just when you start to get to all the art supplies and all, just make sure you put something in between the layers so it doesn't go through. Okay. What are we doing? We are doing this. Oh gosh, I just spilled water on it. Okay, so this happens and it's okay. The world is not over, right? One thing that I like to do is spray the pages, like with an acrylic spray. It's so funny that, I mean, it's not funny that this happened, but that way you feel better about yourself. I mean, it went everywhere. I need paper towels. Paper towel. That's a lot of water. Why do I have my water here? Because I need to drink. And I might need it for, I love these cups because they don't normally spill, but I just grabbed it at the perfect right time. Okay, this is a good time to tell y'all about something though. I'm super excited. Like I said, August 22nd is when we open our new membership group. But a few days before, I'm going to offer this really fun event. It's called a Sweet Treats Lettering Party. Anyone's invited. It's $10. And let me show you what you'll get. You're going to get, is this dry enough to show you? I don't know. Hang on. I mean, it went everywhere. Hello, it's way over here. Everything is drenched. I mean, you know how you don't have much water, but all of a sudden it looks like you had a bathtub full of water. I mean, like I got this wet, I got everything wet. And I would not clean all this right now, but it's a nice wooden desk that I don't want to ruin. Anyway, be looking at this. We're going to do a Sweet Treats lettering party. And it is going to be so fun. You're going to get this printable, and then we're going to doodle these things, and we're going to make cards and things. So, for example, I usually call it Happy Mail, but this time I'm not going to call it Happy Mail because I don't want people to think they have to do Happy Mail. But I'm going to challenge you to do it. So let's get closer on this. You're going to learn how to do all these fun sweet treats. So we're calling it a Sweet Treat lettering party. Like, let's say we made a card, and I showed you how to draw this little milkshake. And then we would letter some of these words on there, maybe. Hang on, let me get that out of the way because it's soaking wet. Don't worry, it's just a coaster. It's just a coaster. Anyway, a lot of fun little dessert sayings. So I hope that you want to be a part of this. Like I said, it's $10. It'll be a 2-day lettering party, and I'll have 2 lessons a day. One is geared towards paper letterers, people who, I call it hand lettering, basically on paper. And the other half will be based on iPad lettering. So I'm so excited. Oh, I got to make sure that this book is not ruined. Let me just dab a few places here and there. I mean, ruined is never ruined. We can fix anything. We can fix anything. The thing about some of these pages is I use gouache on them. And gouache, you can reactivate with water, which can be a great blessing. And then sometimes it's like, wait a minute. Okay, see this right here? Would you die right now? Nah. Oh, another thing that I like to do, that is kind of bleeding, but it's okay. I said you could seal it. You could spray it to seal it. Another thing you can do is, I guess you could Mod Podge it. What was I going to say? What else could you do? Oh, I like to take pictures of them. Take a picture of it right when you're done. Uh-oh, this looks like a hot mess. Anyway, take a picture of it right after you're done, because then you will have the finished, perfect. See, this is not bad. And then you can use it, if you take a really good picture of it, you can use it for just dab, don't smear, dab, 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 dab. I can't believe I did this. It's like, okay, half the class is me cleaning up the water. I see I have pictures of these, so I'm glad about that. And I can go back and touch up, y'all. It's okay. I'm not freaking out. I'm okay. I'm okay. You see? This is a perfect example for you. And see, you know what else I can do? This one was kind of a practice. I can paint over the whole thing. Anyway, this is a good example of what happens when you drop water. Ooh, we could make that pretty. We could actually make some of that kind of come out around here. Are y'all laughing at me? Anybody laughing? I bet this is what happened when y'all saw me do it. Yes, Ashley, they will be recorded. Yes. If you're in my lettering tribe, I usually have some kind of deal for you. If you're already in the tribe. See this, I could go back around. I can totally see that I can fix these. I can fix these. Do I need to prove it? Maybe we should just have a complete lesson on how to fix stuff. Maybe I need to do a TikTok on that. Okay, hopefully I'm getting close to it being. I think I'm going to let it dry for a minute here. And I'm going to work on my other book today. Okay. Anyway, if you're in my lettering tribe, don't sign up for the Sweet Treats lettering class until you hear from me, because I usually have a special code. Okay, here we go. Can I use the heat gun? Yeah. Access how everyone. I'm not glad you spilled, but it helps. It's okay. It really is okay. In fact, I prepare myself because I'm like, one day it's going to happen. And so I prepared my mind. I'm like, look, y'all, I might as well take the last sip, huh? And I'm really glad it was just water. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a breath. And then we're going to get out our erasable pen, right? Okay, so with the erasable pen, I love using this because I feel safe. And I feel like if I make mistakes, it's not a big deal, right? Okay, so the scripture we're going to do, I showed you earlier, was teach us to number our days. Okay, I did the little planner. You can make your own planner. Here's an example of how. Yes, you missed it. If anybody saw that I missed it, I spilled water, Tracy, all over my other book. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave space, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do like a little doodle, a doodly doodly. Okay, because I want space so I can do my planner as well. My green, I forgot my green is out. Okay, so I'm just doing doodles across here. I'm not worried about it being perfectly straight, but you could like draw a line and then kind of go around this. If you're in my iPad tribe, guess what? I have 2 new brushes for you. This brush and then a mini version of it too. Like right here, you get the long one and you get the little short one. All right. Teach me to number my, I'm still cracking up about the whole water thing. See, my biggest problem with it is I wasted your time. That's my biggest problem. I don't care that it happened. I just don't want to waste your time. Okay. So when you do your lettering, I like to do different things. I like to do it bigger in places. We might do print in places. We might stretch it out. In my lettering books, I teach you all of those things, different skills like on how to do that. But also in my tribes, you'll learn that. So I'm probably going to want to sketch out. I want it to start here and end here. And that kind of helps me maybe even know kind of where the middle is, where I want a letter. So teach us to number is going to be up in the top part, and I'm going to do teach. It's going to be script, but when I go back over it, I may use a brush pen. If I use a brush pen, then it'll make those thick downstrokes, okay? If you don't have a brush pen and you want to get that same kind of look, all you need to do is make a downstroke where the lines go down. So for example, this goes down and you'll make a thicker stroke next to the downstroke. Same here. This is called faux calligraphy or fauxligraphy. And anybody can do it with any kind of pen. So if you learned this right now, if this is new to you, tell me in the comments. I learned something new. Teach us to number. And so now I'm going to do number as the next word, because that's to me kind of an important word. The little fillers, I like to just write small. So teach us to number. Another thing is a laser level is really helpful right now. If this is new to you, hi Melissa, I'm so glad this is all new to you. You're gonna love this trick. This is a laser level that you would just use to like measure your walls or whatever. Okay, and then I am gonna go to May. M-A-Y. So this is a nice, now, I mean, of course you could draw a line, but this, I'm content with just kind of holding this in a certain way. Y'all can always get grid paper. You can always get dot paper that helps you like with your lines. Gina, this is new to you too. Yay. Okay, Lizette, good. I'm glad you learned the fauxligraphy. Okay, perfect. That makes me so happy when y'all learn stuff. Okay, so right here, I'm just going to fill in us. 2. It's just going to be small, just thin and small. Where I would use a thick marker here, I would use like a thin like pen there. Our days. That we now this is all like sketchy, not that kind of sketchy. This is all like carefree. This is play, practice, meditate on God's word. Okay. If you are a perfectionist, let it go. Let it go. It's not fun to do this if you're a perfectionist. Let it go. You can always redo it after this is like your sketch. You could start over. Okay, gain. I'm doing gain with tall, skinny letters. G-A-I-N. Some are capitalized, some are lowercase. Heart. Now, when I write the word heart, I want to plan it out because the H is a tall letter. So I don't want it to go into that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I start it before that. And then my smaller letters go underneath it. So you kind of have to plan ahead on that kind of thing. Gain a heart of wisdom. And then I'm going to do wisdom here. Now, I didn't spread this out. Like if you're in the tribe, you can use carbon paper and you can trace this exactly. Tracing is really, really good for the muscle memory too. All right. If you want to, this is good practice too, to kind of teach yourself like how to lay it out. Okay, and the last word is wisdom. My whole point in saying that is I'm going to have a lot of room at the bottom, but what can we do with the room at the bottom? We can add doodles, right? Okay, wisdom. Oh, by the way, I have a mini tribe and my regular tribe and a mini tribe. The mini tribe is one class a month, $18. The regular tribe is 4 classes a month and $33, and you get all the templates and everything. Today, both of our tribes are getting their lessons. So if you're in the mini tribe, don't forget to meet us in your mini tribe Facebook group. Okay, so then I put my little, I stretched out the of. So there we go with that. Now, again, I have some extra space at the bottom. What could we do there? We're talking about planners and all that stuff. Oh, we could even do, like we have this doodle here. We could just do another doodle here, right? Play around. Remember, this is erasable and have fun with it. And then you could also go right here and do your downstrokes. See if you can figure out the downstrokes of wisdom along with me. The dates. Okay, the dates for the Debbie, I told you when I'm going to do the ice cream thing. I don't know if I told you. The sweet treat lettering party. I don't want to tell you something wrong. I kind of think it's the 18th and 19th. I'm pretty sure it's the 18th and 19th. And you'll get into a little private Facebook group. You will have 2 days in there. You can rewatch everything, or they'll have replays for 30 days. So, okay, Debbie, I think it's the 18th and 19th. I don't think I've mentioned it to you because I just worked on this weekend. I'm working on the cards right now. Super excited. Super excited. Okay, so here we go. See if you can figure out downstroke. Now, this is a good question that a lot of people ask me. Well, where'd I put my downstroke? Which side? It depends. It depends on how your words are put together. So this right here, it's so tight right here that if I put my line over here, it would really close it up. So this one, I'm actually going to go right here. And then this side, I'll go right here, right? And then here, I'll go right here. Whoops. This side, I'm going to do that again. There we go. So hopefully today, if you didn't know what foligraphy is, you've got a good idea of what that is. And then knowing that you can mix up your fonts, uppercase, lowercase, tall and skinny, stretch it out, all the things. So gain is the tall and skinny. The of, I kind of stretched it out. You could make some of these smaller and bigger, play around with it. Number would be another one, but let's practice number. Can you do number with downstrokes? See if you can do that. Doodle some hearts. Hearts are always a good answer, right? Okay, number. Remember downstroke. So right there and right here, right here. If you're too shy to leave a comment and you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad you're here, and you can be just a quiet lurker if you want, not lurker in a bad way. Roses. We love our roses, Candy, don't we? Let's do a rose real quick so I can teach our new friends if they don't know how to do a modern rose. Okay, so let's just do a little cluster right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take we're going to make like just think of a lollipop where it goes around and around and around. Where's my paper? Lollipop right here. Around and around and around. We're going to kind of do that, but we're going to touch the sides every so often. Okay. So we're going to go around and around, but I'm going to touch the side here. I'm going to touch the side there. I'm just going to keep doing that until I get something that looks like that. These are the best. They're so fun. They look a little more, I don't know, adult-like, maybe doodle. You know, I don't know, it's fun. I'm going to do this one a little bit smaller. Around and around and around and around. These doodles are in my books, and then I do them a lot when I'm teaching in the tribes. Okay. And then I'm going to put a leaf to the side. So we'll just do like an arch. And y'all, this isn't the prettiest thing I've ever made, right? I mean, I think it looks good. Don't get me wrong. But like, that's not the prettiest leaf I've ever made. So just know it doesn't have to be perfect. All right. And then I'm going to make a leaf coming up behind here. So it's kind of like underneath that one. Same here. I'm also like, I'm trying to draw where you can see. So I'm kind of drawing it awkwardly. So sometimes that's why my doesn't turn out like I want. But anyway, isn't that pretty? Isn't that a great way to give some balance to this? And you could make them as big as you wanted. If you got, let's say you put this too far down, you could do it up here. Let's say that you, if you stretched it out really far and you wanted something, you could do just like a little flower here, a little flower there, right? The scripture verse reference. Y'all, what's wrong with me? Okay, right here. Psalm 90:12. I don't know why I always forget that. All right, and that's a little over. That's all right. Now, whenever I go to trace over this with marker, then what I'm going to do is use my heat gun and erase all of this. Okay. And in my tribe in a minute, we're going to do all the doodles here, make this look like a planner. And again, it'll give you tips on how to make your own planner. And then I want y'all to post it, okay, in our group. But also, if you're not a part of our free lettering group, it's called Hand Letter, Doodle, and Pray. And that's something that you can just kind of share your work. I'm not in there very much. It's just a community for you guys. So it's not a teaching group, but it is a connecting group of women who are learning how to letter, people who love the Lord, searching their faith. Anyway, so it's a great place for you. So if you want to know how to get to Hand Letter, Doodle, and Pray, we might can put a link for you. What else? What other questions do y'all have? You think of a spirograph when you do the roses. Oh my gosh, Lori, you are right. You are right. That reminds me of my childhood days when I would just like draw little. That's always fun, or a stencil even. So the modern roses is what I call it. Will the tribes get an email about it? Absolutely, Sandra. About joining? Yeah. Yeah. Here's what I think I'm going to do, because a lot of you are listening. I think what I'm going to do, I gotta process this, but I think I'm just going to go live at the same time in your Be the Light group, so I don't have to put you in the Facebook group. It's a lot of work to go, so you would get it for free if that's the way we do it. Okay. And I would just need to post that in there. And I'm going to try to do it. Okay. Let's just say that's how I'm going to do it. So you do not need to join. You do not need to pay $10. If you're in the tribe, you get this for free. You get this and the classes that go with it. Okay. Let's just say that. And I will just go live at the same time in your group. Hopefully that's good. And one reason to do that is because it takes a lot of time for my virtual assistant to check who's paid and, put you in the group and that kind of thing. So this, I think, will be a great solution. Melissa, what do you think? Did you have fun today? I hope so. Oh my gosh. Thank you for hanging out. Wow, I knocked my glass of water over. So what does that tell me? I think it tells me a few things. One, spray my work. I need to spray my work. It's just acrylic clear spray. Let me show you. Where's my Bible? This is what I did in my Bible. This is my journaling Bible. If you look at my Bible, sometimes people are like, how'd you get it shiny? Oh, y'all, can I be random for just a second? Oh my gosh, today my Washi Love Club opened for the new washi. And this is what we did last month. This was our lesson. I taught how to make this little bookmark. So that was a side note. I also taught how to make that. But the washi for this month, I'm very partial. I love it. I think it's I think it's one of my favorites. Anyway, can you see there's a little shine on here? You can kind of see that shine. That's because I sprayed it. I sprayed it with acrylic spray in case I dropped water on it. Let me show you another one that's more visible. More visible. Can you see that? You can kind of see. Yeah. You can see that. Okay. So I sprayed it with acrylic. I went outside. I put something behind it, and I just so it's protected. I gotta start doing that with my other stuff. Anybody Bible journal? Type in the comments if you're a Bible journaler. If you've never seen Bible journaling, say never seen it. Look at that. See that shine? See, you don't have to have the shine. I like the shine, but you can just do the matte spray and it won't shine like that. But that's how I remember that I have done it. So I think the shine might be kind of cute on these pages too. Linda, thank you so much for saying I'm encouraging. Oh yeah, Debbie, can you put the text number up there? So yeah, we'll give you the text number. The text will be a reminder of every. Oh, Sherry, yay! Or is it Cherie? Anyway, we give you a reminder of every Monday that we have this, and then Cindy's been Bible journaling forever. 2016. I know it's probably about 2015, I think, when I started, because it wasn't like a thing. Like people weren't like doing it. To me, it's like it went from scrapbooking hardcore to Christians went to Bible journaling. That's just kind of what Oh, Lori, you're sweet, but no, a Bible journaler, but I'm an acrylic artist, so this is all new to me. Melissa, oh, you can tie in that acrylic art with your lettering and all that. That's really fun. Really fun. Okay, does anybody have questions? Because I am going to wrap it up for our Devos and Doodles part 1. And then in 18 minutes, I will see my mini tribe and my Be the Light lettering tribe for our continued lesson, Devos and Doodles part 2. All right. I don't see any more questions. Love y'all. Have a blessed week. And I'll see you next week. If not at 1. Bye.